center atrium area. Some surrendered, some have yet to begin building their defenses. Does anyone want to add anything to the recap? Okay, so hearing nothing, we will pick up where we left off. Everyone's kind of in the midst of their own area, trying to press into the metal. I think that was kind of the general agreed upon meetup or the rally point, where the front door was blown to pieces along with pretty sizable chunks of the entrance. With that, I'll turn it over to the players.
We're still on initiative, yeah?
Yes, I believe so. So, if memory serves, we've cleaned out the round. Yep, because Lilith was last. So, Yellow, it'll be up to you with Mary on deck.
Alright, so, I'd seen some of them drop their weapons and flee. And then there was some that was still kind of shakily holding on to their weapons tightly, right?
They were, yes.
And I got Nico in a protective stance around me. And I'm with her Dutch is still raised in the air. I'm gonna lower her and be like, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm gonna stop blasting.
Okay. There are 3 or 4 guards around. If you're looking at them, 2 in the middle and then 1 to each side. So from left to right, 1, 2, 3, and 4 fighters. Let me know which one you are shooting.
We'll start with one of the ones in the middle.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
And they are within 120 feet of me, yeah?
Yes.
In the middle of asking that, I realized I have sharpshooter, so I don't get disadvantage on that. So...
solid hit.
He's slowed. And then the one next to him still in the middle.
Okay. Also a solid hit, as you see it strike through their splint armor.
He is also slowed. And we'll go the one next to him on the outside.
Okay.
And
again, another solid hit.
He is also slowed.
Okay, all slowed.
And then I'm just gonna do the smile, just go and I don't got anything for bonus action. Nope. That's my turn.
Out of character in a way, question for the group. When running combats like this and split encounters, would it make sense to have, so like between Gello and I, would I fire back in this stage, or would you wait until I don't know if I have them in the initiative, until they come back and then I have to go through everyone? Does that make sense? Okay. I've seen where they do like mass combat like this, but not over multiple areas, right?
Like, I like the idea of it being like on that person's turn, That way, it's like this is the scene everyone's in. These are the enemies that are attacking in this scene. So you're not having to keep track of multiple people across multiple scenes on one turn.
I agree.
Okay. I think I'll do that until we get into a more consolidated format. So I'll just have, if there's any combat encounter, we'll just go after. So it'll be the player first and then the combatant. So the fighters that Gello just engaged are going to run at Gello, all brandishing long swords, and they're going to make attacks. And so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So swing 1. Ooh, crit miss. Eldon, you have a chance to use your reaction for an opportunity attack.
Who?
You, or excuse me, Gello. Brain fart.
I don't know who this beautiful man is. No, I don't got any. I'm gonna save my reaction.
Second swing, miss. All right.
Oh, they also have disadvantage on me
because they're slowed
because of my cloak.
Okay. Fighter 2, longsword number 1. Also crit miss. 11? I don't think 11 hits you.
No, it just misses.
All right. Fighter number 3. Swing 10. Miss. Swing 8. All right. Fighter number 4. You're just yeah, those are rolls. All right, so they all 8 attacks from 4 fairies. Just Yellow is dodging left, right, and they just can't seem to hit him.
Also, because we're in the same scene, should probably keep Nico in this.
Agreed. I will change his cycle. Nico, let me pull his step block out. Seeing his buddy Gello get attacked, will return the favor. Swing at the injured fairy that Gello shot at first, which misses. Try again. Hit. As he deals a serious wound to that fairy, swings for the last time again, and we'll probably. Alright, so with that third attack, Nico will take out the first fairy that Yellow decided to engage first, leaving 3 standing, brandishing swords over Nico and Yellow. As we pass the turn to Mary, with, I think that's Flick, is on deck. Hey, Mary. I believe last time your character broke in and
She said BRB.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Anyone recall where
I know she had broken in and it was like a training grounds and
oh yeah.
Everyone else had fled, but then an unarmed man attacked her, or was going to attack her, and then she hit him twice.
Yeah,
it was still in combat.
I remember. Alright, I will We'll come back to Mary. Flix. Maybe. Hold on. I see Mary typing. Okay. Mary's gonna handle something. So, Gello, do you want to roleplay that, or are we just gonna black screen that and move forward?
Yeah, I can do the combat. Let me get her sheet up.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry.
She's going to attack this person twice with her luck blade.
Sounds good to me. That is a solid hit.
And a second attack. Oof. Let's see if she's got anything to help her reroll. Probably not.
Hold on. I thought. Trying to get into their sheet as well. I thought the luck blade could do something. Hence its name, other than cast wish.
Okay, yeah. Can reroll one failed d20 test.
But does it reset? Is it one of those resets that is daytime, or is it just?
It does. It just okay. Yeah. This can't be used again until the next dawn, so I'm not going to use that.
Okay. The fighter that is engaged isn't going to retaliate in terms of a reaction. They have nothing.
Bonus action. She's going to flip him the bird. And
Okay.
that's Mary.
Bird foot. Once fighter is going to take a punch, which I'm just going to do. So unarmed attack, just a strength. Well, I guess I could just do.
It's a strength or dexterity, depending on, if he's a monkish sort.
Nope, standard fighter.
And might be plus proficiency, depending on his challenge level.
Not that challenging.
Yep, just a strength.
Okay, strength, swing, punch, Mary. Oh,
That's a miss.
19, but it was a crit on me. Oh wait, I'm at disadvantage because I was. That's okay. I'll take the 19. It's the same stat sheet. I just had it toggled on disadvantage for the previous encounter. That's okay. 19. All right. It will attempt to swing again. This time at normal. I'll miss. Okay. That fighter is done. I will then pass to Flix with Whisper on deck.
Okay, so I was in the mess hall area, right? And I had killed the one fairy and then intimidated the rest into surrendering. What exits do I see from here? Like, what doors do I see that lead out of here? Because that's where I would be going next.
All right, so in front of you, because you're kind of at the end of the building where your back is. So looking out, you see that you have a door to your right, that kind of like the 1 o'clock-ish area that seems to go outward at the same level, and then to your left looks to be a staircase that goes down.
Flix is gonna go to the door on the right first.
Okay. As you make your way to the door, you see that the long, decently wide hallway, and on the left-hand side, the wall will continue for a little bit and then kind of end, and it leads out to an overlook where it looks like it will look down and into the center part of the castle. And so for kind of like a reference, I'll use the map here in a minute. So kind of like it's looking out kind of like where this middle would be, if you can kind of visualize that. Whereas the right-hand side, it continues to what looks like you see doors that look to be going to the rooms that kind of correspond with the roughly laid out spires and windows. And as you go out, you see everyone still kind of running, disoriented, and you do see that more on the lower floor, where you think Gello and Nico burst and blew up the front door, seems to be many of the Unseelie military fairies are all starting to gather. Looks like some of their leaders are starting to organize a counterattack, but everyone else on your floor is kind of still caught up in chaos. Hasn't quite realized what's going on, other than just giant explosion at the front door, and they hear fighting sounds.
So for where I see the gathering of the Unseelie military people, how close am I to that?
Well, you're above them level wise, and then I don't know, 100, 200 feet at like an angle, right? Because you'd have to go down a level and then traverse over. But you suspect that if you went around to the stairs that led down, it would be a shorter, clear path that way. Just looking at all the construction of the castle.
All right. Well, I'm gonna spend my turn making my way over there, and if anybody tries to fight me, I guess I'll engage in combat.
Okay, so you're going to go around to the other door and then go down?
Yeah.
Or do you want to are you going to like find another route through the current level, kind of like, I'll use the map, like assuming that there is some sort of other staircase on the right-hand side?
Can I see another staircase? Do I see another route there?
Well, you see what looked like to be openings, and you're fairly confident one of them has to be a staircase. Just given how you're positioned, it's hard to tell because it's a flat surface, and so all you'll see is like a black kind of an area that looks like it has a void, but you can't tell if it's a staircase or not because it's too far away from your visual. So as you get closer, you could inspect and see if there's a staircase on one of them, or is it just an opening to go look out the window? You're not sure. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Flix is trying to, like, I don't think he's really going to be going to investigate to see if he knows where a staircase is. He's just going to go for the one that he either knows immediately is. I don't think he's going to be trying to go find more unless he knows where one is.
Okay, so if you go down the other stairs, so you go back, I'll assume that you just kind of move forward, looked at the right-hand side door before making this decision, and then you're like, don't want to waste time investigating all the way down, so you'll not detour, but move to your left, I don't know, 10 feet, and then go down your staircase, As you go down that staircase, you arrive at a landing. So now you go on from the second floor to the first floor. Upon entry onto the first floor, you see that there is a corner that is starting to be built up in terms of defense. So you have the fairies gathering crates or debris and starting to make what looks to be barricades, and then you're assuming a officer is in the back guarding a door, and all the other Unseelie are taking up fighting positions. They seem to be very protective of that entrance. And as you get there, you're not spotted yet, but everyone starts kind of looking at you because you just don't. Your armor, your demeanor just doesn't match them. So, kind of suspect. At your turn, or do you wish to do something else?
I don't. How much time have I've been? I'd assume that's the end of my turn. I've been running around for a long time.
Well, you moved, right? So you still, still may have an action or a bonus action. So, but you can't get into engagement range unless you have a ranged weapon. I think you had a sword in hand.
I have.
I don't know if you have a bow or
Yeah,
not.
I have a hand axe that's equipped on my sheet for throwables. I have a bomb that I could throw. I have a lot of things that I could throw, but
you can throw something. You still have your action to attack, so. Let me know. Or you can just wait and get set up next for the potential next encounter.
yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay. So as you fortify your defenses and get ready, you'll then move to Whisper.
I do apologize. I can't remember what was on my floor.
You were in the library, I think.
That's right. Book. Plenty of weapons. We're surrounded by books. Best weapons in the universe.
There's an old librarian that thought the explosion was a book falling.
And let's not forget the.
This is a library. You're entirely too loud.
I to look for the door out of here.
So you see these two ornately carved wooden doors. They look heavy, very sturdy. And you do notice it has cast iron work on it for a locking mechanism. So as you go to the door, look out, similar to what Flix is kind of seeing, everyone outside is, running around from the chaos, except for on the opposite way, on your left-hand side, you have what look to be a long hallway, multiple doors or voids, unsure if those are stairs or window openings, and then to your right, you would see the right-hand wall continues for a little bit, terminates, and then has a balcony-style opening where it looks to be looked down into the ground or the first floor.
Okay, I'm gonna head over there.
Okay, so as you proceed more towards the balcony opening, from your side, you can see that from your position, you can see more of the debris from the front door is just all exploded on your side. You can't see the door that is being guarded that I described in Flix's, but you can see all the debris and the fairies building barricades, though, right? As that is underneath another overlook. But you have a better idea of they're all starting to build. You see them all the Unseelie fairies are gathering to build a what looks to be a new command area. As you see everyone barking orders, you can tell that there are different factions of the Unseelie. They have different colored uniforms. So you might have some with like a muted green, some with like a muted orange. You can tell that they're all in different groups, but they're all starting to get defending something. You just can't tell what from your angle at this time.
Can I tell from the way any of them are barking at the others as which ones are in charge?
You can. You know that there is someone in the back they all keep looking to. They're just not visible to your eyesight yet because they are inset. So what I'm trying to describe is you're looking, so you have you're standing over a balcony looking forward and down. To your right, you can't tell, but there's like an alcove that's set back that leads to a doorway, and that's where that person is hanging out. But you can't tell that. You don't know that alcove or doorway's there. You just see that they keep looking back, the other fairies, for instruction. So you know something or someone is over there giving commands, and then you have probably a handful of, I'll use the term sergeant or NCO, that is like helping them kind of meet that command. You can tell that because the ones that are like moving debris, they look unsure, and then some other fairy comes over, and you can tell that one fairy has maybe a couple more colors added to their armor or what they're wearing, and they help them modify whatever they're doing. So you kind of have an idea of like there's some sort of rank structure there. But the most important person in this case in that area is whoever is stuck in that alcove.
Okay.
But you're not able to target them or see them at this time from your angle.
I understand. I am going to, as my bonus action, cast Kinetic Taunt, which will increase my speed and allow me to move without provoking attack of opportunities and all that.
Okay.
And I'll be prepared to do some fast movement on my next.
Okay. And the rest of your platoon of Seelie fairies is right behind you, and they're starting to. One looks to the library, and they just kind of close the doors, and you see that they are starting to lock, just to prevent anyone from coming out of there and sabotaging them. Would you like to do anything else, or is that your turn?
No, I just tell them that when they see me move, to come a running.
Okay. As we move to Urias is going to move through the infirmary, kind of do the same thing, secure the Unseelie in there, move through the room, lock the door behind him, and as he looks out, he's on the ground floor, and he will also see similar to Urias in the same angles that the Unseelie are starting to defend and build up in this like corner over here. And he's going to start making that way, and he is also can see Yellow and Nico out in the kind of central atrium area. And so he's going to start moving towards Yellow and Nico. Rosalind with... don't know who the four is.
So we were in like a training area in the back that there's like nobody around really, right?
I believe so, yes.
I think we were just kind of waiting to get the like okay to like rush in so we didn't get hit with the five
You know, you were out back in the stables, and you're coming in from that back. Yeah.
It was like
Okay.
stable, like open area, like storage, training ground thing. So I think we're gonna like continue to lay low. I will Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to like rig up a little like crossbow bolt so that it's on fire at the end, so I can fire it into the air and explode the fire on the bolt with pyrokinetics to like act as a flare in case anything goes wrong here. That'll be me.
I thought I had cut out for a second.
Me too.
I was talking to myself.
Okay,
Ha,
I was like,
all
what
right.
is going on?
My apologies. I didn't think I hit the mute button. Yes, I did. Right. I was trying to figure out who 4 was. 4 was a placeholder, so I deleted it. And we are at Lilith with Nico and Gello on it.
Refresh on where Lilith was, please.
Fantastic question. That is my fault for not remembering. I'm gonna have you come in. So were you? We'll just make this the now new entrance point. Are you coming in on the first floor or second floor?
I think I came into the first floor. I remember showing the sword firebrand, and that made some guards stand down.
That sounds familiar. So as you come into, I'll say, a just general arming up area or staging area, that they notice your sword. You made your, I believe, intimidation checks or persuasion checks. Most of them seemed to abdicate to you, but there are a few that remains strong to Hearts Wild and just ignored, or were not persuaded by you whatsoever.
I also remember telling a bunch of them that stand down to go to a corner, and I had some of the Unseelie watch over them.
Yes, I think you asked if there was a closet or something, and I think they said that there was, but they can't all fit. And I think you and your team then tied them all up.
Yep.
Okay. So I'll have, as you finished tying them up, the ones that were not persuaded by you, I'll have them run. They're running away, but they're looks like they are. They know what they're doing. Like they seem that they have an idea of where to go instead of the I'm just running out of here and I have no idea where I'm going. They actually have an idea of where to go. So they go running out. And you said you were on the first floor, correct?
Yes.
All right. So are you going to go out the door? You were going to go out the door after you finish, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So as you go out the door, you look to your right and left. To your left, I think you catch a glimpse of Urius starting to run off. As you see him starting to run off, you can kind of tell in the distance. You see Nico and Gello are currently engaged from your angle, and you see a bunch of debris from the explosion, and like this entire, looks weird, this entire just chunk of castle is just missing where the front door was. Just giant hole, somewhat spherical, but you just see all this debris everywhere, windows shattered, and kind of still general chaos on your side. But from what you can't tell, well, as I described for Flix, Urius, and Whisper, you don't know that there is any sort of organized defense coming on, because for where you entered and to your right, it's just sheer wall. So you're kind of seeing the wall to one of these towers. And I'm going to try and ping here on the map if it'll let me. Right, so to your immediate right, that's what most of your vision sees. You do see that eventually it turns a sharp 90 corner, but you can't tell anything that is going on back there. It's a blind spot for you. So all you can tell is that at least two of your party members are engaged in combat. One is running forward. I think Whisper, you can't tell, he's above you. You may be able to catch a glimpse of Flix. Just a very brief second before they disappear from the second floor. Not sure, but you swore you saw them. What do you do?
Lewis would like to take a peek around that corner.
I will say that it would take another turn. It's distance-wise, right? So between you, it's a large spire, right? So I have some distance to go if you want to do that. Peek around that corner. You want to do that? Okay. So as you both move and then run, is there anything else you'd like to do? You still have a bonus action. Lilith.
Sorry, you got me unprepared.
It's okay. I mean, if the answer is yes.
Lewis is gonna cast false life on herself.
Okay. Okay. As we enter turn, caught in the middle of a combat.
Platine underneath one of them's chin and thigh.
Yes.
Good.
Severe wound to it as they kind of stack.
Extend my arm and put one in his chest.
I anxiously await. There we go. As now a second combatant in the hell look, and they one uninjured.
It's not too late to back down, but please don't. And then I'm gonna shoot another one in the head.
Okay. Injured or uninjured?
Uninjured.
Okay. Solid hit as you just shoot straight through the splint armor and it deals penetrating wound to it and starts to bleed. Doesn't seem disinterested, but kind of now takes a step back to kind of reevaluate the situation.
And he now has disadvantage on his next attack roll. That way, if he tries to hit Nico, he has disadvantage.
Okay.
And that my turn, boss.
All right. As now it's 2v2. The one that you just shot will attempt to swing at Nico at disadvantage. So go swing 1. 17, I think. Barely misses. Swing 2.
When you get this boss of armor.
As Nico is able to just very, very closely dodge out of the way. The one that you shot, is it slowed or anything else applied to it?
No.
Or is
it was slowed, but it's normal now.
Alright, so it's going to make 2 normal swings at you. Swing 1.
Oh, at me it's disadvantage. Because of my cloak.
Alright. Okay, so let me swing one more time. So then I'll take the lowest. 15. I don't think hits you.
Yeah, that misses.
Alright, last attack. Also 15. Alright, there's 2, swinging away. Hit nothing. Transitioning to Nico now. He will swing back at the one that hit him. And hit. Not down yet, but severely injured, and continue it. He's going to take one more swing. Also hit. Alright, so as he attacks, he's going to take the one that swung at him down to multiple claws and bites to the face, leaving one left between you and Nico Gillo. Alright. Mary with Flicks on deck.
Alright. And this guy's still up. Yeah, she's just gonna keep swinging.
He's unarmed and unarmored, and he is just hand to hand with Mary.
Alright, first attack.
Hit. As you stab him, grabs his wound, still kind of rocking back and forth, still up.
And second attack.
That also hits, but barely. As you hit him, he's going to drop to one knee. How do you do this?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of Mary's brand to not just do it flashily. He drops to one knee and she just cuts him down.
As
And then continues on.
as they grab their wounds, eyes roll back, collapse to the floor. As Mary moves through the rest of her allied squad, she, though, will have probably one of the best views of what's going on in terms of that side. She exits to her immediate left. The wall continues. There is 2 doors. One door that looks, it might lead to outside. Fairly confident Flicker and their group may be right outside of that door nearby. But then right across, you see this heavily armed and armored middle-aged male fairy that seems to be barking, commanding orders. But in front of him are 10, 15, maybe 20 fairies of various groups. You can tell it because they're all wearing, you see chunks or groups all wearing the same type of armor, but different color-wise. And they've all built barricades that are staggered, so you can't run straight through. You kind of have to zigzag your way through to get to where this captain or officer type, you think, is guarding what looks to be a door. This door is all black, metal that is just or has all this ornate wrought iron work designed onto it. The infantry style fairies, they're all getting prepared positions. Some of them have crossbows out, some of them have swords at the ready, and they look like they are going to defend this one area to the last dying breath. And you see that from the other, so from your right hand side looking around, you see all the other Unseelie that were at first chaotically running around. They seem to all be gravitating towards that area. So now you have some that are in mixed states. Some have a weapon, some have just armor, some have both. They all seem to be gathering that direction. And then you see Gello and Nico engaged in a combat. You see that it was 4-on-2, and now it's 3-on-2, and now it's 1-on-2. So I feel very confident that they are going to be able to handle themselves. And then you look above Nico and Gello, you see Whisper, and then you look down, you can see Urius coming out. You don't see Lilith, and you don't see Flix yet.
Now I wish I gave Mary a bomb.
So, what's Mary doing? As she's attacked, you still have some movement left. Probably not enough to engage in that giant cluster of Unseelie.
As you see the entrance of where the cave is,
for where potential dragon may or may not be coming out of.
yeah, that's where we're supposed to be meeting up.
No, not yet. But you feel confident it's probably where that captain behind the door is chilling out at.
Well, we brought an army for a reason. We'll start heading that way.
Okay. So what I'm going to do now that I think everyone is at least going to be on the ground floor, I'm going to change maps on us real quick. So we're all kind of in this central area. And my computer is taking its sweet time transitioning. Hold on a minute.
That's a pretty grid you got there. And don't forget, initiative does not carry over.
It doesn't?
Nope.
I think it might for you, but it doesn't for us.
How do I get it? Do I have to close it and then reopen it?
No, write down the numbers first, and then we can
Okay, gotcha.
put ourselves back in.
All right, and then if you would kindly place your tokens, and because what I'm going to do is I'll kind of, I know how it's oriented, I will put you roughly where, because this is just one side of where most of y'all are coming out, or at least headed to. Let me surround. Put your tokens in that lower, like, square, rectangular area, and then I will need to move you all around, because this is as close as I could find to what I was looking for.
This is big map.
It's a big map. It's a big atrium. It's a castle. All right, so I'm going to start writing people down. And I'm just going to go with the largest number that you have. I'm not going to deal with the decimal points. Okay, double check, make sure I got everything. All right, so I'll clear the turn order. You all re-add yourselves, and then I will go in and hand jam numbers. So let me clear everything. Hold on,
Can I
everyone
keep
starts
that
rolling.
initiative?
Worst thing for this scene area, we're going to keep the same initiative, and then when we roll into a different combat, we will you have another chance to get a new initiative at that point. All right, I've cleared the turn order, and so while you all are doing that, I will move tokens around. What in the heck just happened? Okay, there we go.
Make sure you click your token before you roll.
My computer decided to just be really slow tonight. Quick. This is a good time to take a break for food or relief while I am getting this kind of re-squared away. Because now my computer is wanting to just be ridiculous. Be very slow. And then I'm going to start moving tokens around, so don't freak out. My computer does not like this map. Okay, I think I have everyone placed. Let me update initiatives. Get Urius out. And I'll explain kind of loosely where I put everyone. Okay. So before I get that. Okay, so I will Urius and Whisper. If you look to the lower left-hand corner, you'll see a green orb. I put your tokens out there, roughly annotating that you're coming in from ground level there. I go to the complete opposite side. It should be Lilith and let's see. Flicker, you're hidden under there. You're not supposed to be there. I got drag Flicker out towards the top. Alright, so it should just be Lilith by that green orb on the lower right hand side. Nico and Barry that they're engaged with are back in that kind of middle rectangle. As we get to the top, should just be about everyone else. Maybe if my computer will stop freaking out. Being very slow on my end. Very delayed reactions. So what I'm probably going to do, since this is being uncooperative, we're going to kind of continue with Theater of the Mind. Don't worry about moving your tokens. I'm going to use this notionally. I'm not going to throw out the enemy tokens because this is just taking too long. But round out where kind of everyone's positioned again. Don't worry about the map. It'll be more notional just to get a loose visual of where everyone is and what's going on around. I thought this map would be more user-friendly. Alright. So at the top, the very top, more on the left-hand side, you should see Mary's token. Flicks, you would also be up there. And Flicker, you would also be up in that area as well. I can't seem to see anything. My map has decided to quit on me.
Yeah, I see you.
Alright. So, again, I'm not going to drag a bunch of enemy tokens out here. We're going to do theater of the mind on this, but we'll just use this as an official. Alright, going back into the order. We have Nico and Gello at the bottom, or at the top of the order, but at the bottom of the map. Still engaged. That where we ended, or was I on someone else's turn?
We were on someone else's turn, but Mary's initiative is wrong.
Mary's initiative is wrong. Okay. I had her, is it 8 or 18?
18.
I think it was 18. Alright, I did write it. It's just how I wrote the 8 over the 1. 18. Calculates. Okay, so right, Nico killed 1. We then get to Mary. Mary got out as I described, so then alright, so yeah, we're on Flix. Okay.
All right. And you said what I was walking up towards was like they were barricading a doorway?
So they are staggered. Here, I can at least attempt to draw on the map. I'm going to use bright green. So, again, not exact, but just to give you an idea. They're starting to put barricades up. It's not exactly what I want, but okay. They're just kind of staggering it to where there is an alcove here. Just going to color this in. Alright, so there's an alcove set back there. That's where this ferry officer is giving commands from, which now as you come down the stairwell, you look to your left, to your right is Mary, but you don't know they're there quite yet. As you look to the left, you see a bunch of fairies readying crossbows and melee weapons. They seem to be almost done making their barricades. And as you look around, you see that the general chaos has probably died down a little bit, but anyone Unseelie as military is running towards your area. So you have a mix of fairies either running with weapons, with just armor. Some have weapons and armor. It's kind of a mixed bag. And then as you pan to your right, you see Mary pop out from another doorway. And you look down to the south or towards where the main castle entrance is. You see Gello and Nico engaged with just one fairy with a couple bodies around them. You can't see anyone else coming your direction yet. But it seems like this seems to be a central gathering point. What do you do?
All right. Flix thinks that it would be a good idea to deal with the people loading ranged weapons. So, how far away from them am I?
So you can move and get into engagement with the first barricade and group. So let me get some stat sheets out. I'm not going to drag tokens, so the map is just being very difficult to work with right now. Okay, you are all right. All right, I got sheets out. Are you going to shoot or are you going to stab?
I had a question. Would
Sure.
it be an action to throw my bomb?
It would be an attack action,
Okay.
right? Just like your hand axe.
Okay. Yeah, I think that might be because you said there's kind of like a group of them together that are like readying crossbows and stuff like that.
Right. So this like whole area. Let me get on the right tool. All right. So you have like groups of like 3 or 4 fairies kind of gathered, right? So maybe one's adjusting a barricade, the other's got, getting their crossbow, already has their crossbow or a longbow up. And then in between there, you have those with sword and shield, spears, whatever. They're kind of like in that staggered area. So yes, a area effect weapon would be the best, unless you're trying to specifically target one person.
No, it's I'm gonna throw the bomb, but I also want to. Since he notices that that they're like readying ranged weapons, Flix wants to see if he can't scope out any like possible ammo caches near them that he could target that and then hit the people that are near the ammo that he's blowing up.
As wise of a play that is, you see, so if any caches, they're going to be this back wall corner, and as soon as I'm trying to ping whether you see it when the computer finally decides to show it. So this back area, but everyone seems to just have normal arrows, so nothing that's going to cause a secondary explosion or reaction that you can tell. You also, I would think, know that use of explosives like what you have now are limited to certain areas, and the Unseelie might not have or really use them.
All right. Well, he'll aim for the first group that he's coming up on with the bomb and yuck it.
All right. Go ahead and chuck. And then I'm going to remind myself of said stats.
That wasn't correct at all. That wasn't a roll at all. That was a damage roll. Why did that? What? I clicked the bomb and it's like, oh, roll in beyond 20, and it just rolled damage. It didn't roll a 2-hit or anything. What?
All right, so just use your normal, like a hand axe or something, and we'll go with that throw, and then just use that damage from whatever you check. If it's going to be finicky like that.
That's in that 20?
Ooh, okay.
But the damage for the bomb.
So what is... I'm trying to see, what is a D...
So the Dwarven bomb has... it. A hit is 3d8 fire damage plus 3d8 plus 5 piercing.
It is not... It's not rolling right. Okay, so you said 3d8. It's dual 3d8s? Is that what I have written?
Yeah, 3d8 and then 3d8 plus 5. Yeah, why is that weird? Why does the description have the damage type as that, but then in the like under the item base, like it's like proficiency, yes, ranged, range to 20 feet, 60 feet, and then damage 1d4 plus 7, but then in the item description, it has you have +2 attack bonus and damage rolls made with this magic weapon, ranged attack +7, and then it has the hit.
I don't know why it's being weird like that. My apologies. I'll have to look at it later.
It's a good thing it's the only one I have.
All right.
I guess 68 plus 5 would just be an... Oh, well,
right,
no, since
so
it's fire damage and piercing damage. It's 2 separate
it won't
damage
matter.
types.
That's go ahead and roll. So it's max and roll. So you rolled. What I'll let you do, we'll scrub the 8 piercing because it's not rolling all right. You roll, and then we'll just add the max to that. So I will calculate the max. You do your rolls. So it's 53 plus whatever you roll.
Which are... do.
So just 68 plus 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is 81 points of damage as you wipe out one. Hold on. I have to do this.
He's thinking of Gello when he throws this.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you wipe out 6 fairies, do severe damage to that barricade, and a bunch of injuries to everyone behind there. So this first barricade and group is kind of cleared out. And go ahead, explain to me, as you chuck this bomb, what happens? What does it describe it?
Flix sees that, he sees the opportunity to kind of catch them a little bit by surprise before they're fully loaded, and just grabs the grenade from his bag, thinks about Gello just erasing people with that giant cannon from the castle fight. He shudders a little bit at the thought, but then just, with all of his heart, just cocks his arm back and throws it.
And as you throw it, it explodes. You just see 6 plus fairies just get vaporized, just gone. There is a spherical crater at the bottom ground floor, and then to that wall, you see a severe amount of damage, and then everyone behind the rest of the barricades. You see the barricades take some damage, but not all. You see some of the Unseelie take. You see kind of secondary wounds across their faces or unarmored areas. The captain has a shield up, and with that second explosion, you hear anyone that's kind of running there just freak out and panic. Because again, they just had a giant explosion, and now it's a second decently sized explosion. And so now there is just chaos now in the courtyard, where it seems to be the chaos died, and then everyone's kind of running. It's kind of calmed-ish, but now a sense of urgency to get to this area. You have now just caused everyone to scatter again, because now there's more explosions, and they have no idea what's going on. All right, so you've used your attack action. What else?
Flix will just prepare to fight. He'll move a bit closer and then prepare to fight any of the stragglers and anybody that runs out to fight back.
Okay. As we then pan to Whisper with Flicker on deck.
Okay, so where's the horde of soldiers that were surrounding one guy who was hiding?
Hey. Okay, up here to the top upper right hand corner. And the guy isn't exactly hiding. He's more taking cover, I guess, is a better way to put that. Limiting attacks of opportunity.
Okay, so the top right hand corner where
All the green is
where all that was, and there's been a big explosion over there.
Yes. Still kind of is. And as now you see another explosion, and you're pretty sure now you saw Flicks huck something. You see that now as previously described. There's a general calm and then sense of organization, and now it's just back to being chaos again inside the courtyard with everyone just running around. And don't worry about moving your token. I just generally placed you to put a visual, but the map is being very difficult and uncooperative. It would take too much time away from game time. So I'm just gonna use it kind of theater of the mind.
Well, my main question was distance-wise, whether this was to scale or...
Well, that's the thought was going to be to scale, but then now it's just being very difficult. So I'm going to kind of help us out a bit. What are you trying to do?
Basically, I'm trying to do a blitzkrieg, which is I was going to move ahead of the rest of my troops, let them charge in after me, but I was going to move into the middle of the barrage of enemies and then thunderstep back out of the barrage of enemies. You know, since I can move, because with my kinetic step I cast last turn, I can now move through spaces without provoking attacks of opportunity and move through enemy spaces, etc., 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 without provoking. So
You can do that. So I like how Flicks kind of cleared out that area, and then I see you know, everyone sees Whisper coming in like from as the smoke is starting to dissipate. You just come in and do your blitzkrieg. So go ahead and roll or start throwing up what you want to do.
He moves into the area into the middle of the crowd of enemy soldiers, as it were. And
so I'll throw you kind of like here in the mix. Yep.
Yeah, and then he casts Thunderstep from the middle of them.
Okay.
Big.
So throw your spell up, and then I will roll whatever I have to roll. Con save. All right.
Con save 19. Really? Did I roll that horrible on the damage? I apparently did.
And what is the range, right? So from you out, what is 5, 10, 15, 20?
It's a 10-foot radius from the space that I left. So basically everything in a 10-foot radius around me, which that's why I try and get as much in the middle of them as I can. And then I cast it to get myself back out of the area to help soften them up for the rest of our...
Okay, let me take on. There we go. All right.
But if because it has a range of 90 feet, if I couldn't get close enough to the guy who was hiding, I would have teleported toward him rather than away from him. That way I can then grab his ass and teleport again.
Okay, so hold on. Let me do one thing at a time. All right, so you land in the middle of everyone. Cast Thunderstep, which now I'm going to make a bunch of con saves, so I have you kind of here. I'm going to ping on the map. Kind of here-ish. Because again, most everyone over there is dead. On the front end. Right, so that's where you probably get most. Or you wanting to change your position and get closer to here. That's where that guy is.
I didn't see where you pinged.
Up on the steps is where that guy is. I thought you would be more kind of in the middle of all these barricades down here.
Well, no.
Where are you wanting to land?
I'm landing wherever the most soldiers are.
Okay. Good there.
And then
so let
with
me
my
move.
Thunderstep, it then when I teleport out, that's when they take all the damage. But it's a 90-foot range that I can teleport to. So I teleport to like right behind the guy.
Got you. So you're going to be up here on the steps where that big green circle is. Got it. All right. So when you finish making con saves, and we'll go from there. 3. One made it. Is it an all or none? Whisper?
I believe it's half damage on us. Let me go back and double.
Save.
Yeah, it's half damage on a successful save.
Okay. So, cast Thunder Step. And in the process of leaving, you then teleport towards the captain over there. Now what?
Okay.
So you're within melee range of him.
Well, now the next question is, do I have a bomb?
I don't know. Did you get one? They only got past that last time.
I believe I did. I'm
Maybe
just trying
in
to
your
check
inventory, I
my.
thought.
That's why I'm.
We did track it in our inventories because I got some.
No, that's why I'm double. Nope. Apparently I didn't. Darn. Well then,
Okay, so you're still-
since I teleported behind him, I would attempt to use my
Use your what is
give me 1 second.
is
My brain just went.
is Thunder Step an action or a bonus action?
That's why I'm double. Actually, since I made certain to teleport behind, I would actually be done for the moment because grappling him would be another action.
Correct.
So
Okay. So are you going to conclude with teleporting behind him?
And can I make a stealth check to make certain he doesn't notice me? After all, everyone's going to be distracted by the now loud thunderclap that just occurred right over there, and that's hearable from
Sure,
200
you
feet away.
can attempt at sneakily teleporting behind him. Sure could try. I'm thinking like Stargate teleport. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he might not
much.
notice you.
I mean, if he's facing where the big boom was, I teleport behind him. He may not have noticed it.
Oh, well, we'll find out as we now move to. I assume it's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Flicker with Lilith on deck. So, Flicker, you would be the wall doorway that you're kind of near. Be kind of against this wall, that northern edged wall
So
is where that doorway.
How did I get here from the stable? Because I was waiting for like.
You still are. What I've done is I've moved your token to be representative of what you're closest to on the map. So yes, you're still in the stable, you're still with everyone. And I described, I think in your scene, that there is a wall with a doorway that seems to lead into the where this is. So you're not in this map, you are right outside of the map. But since I'm going to just trying to keep everyone on the same map, and now that, so I was going to attempt at using this map, which failed spectacularly, you are just outside of this wall. That makes sense? So you're like back here in the green area. You're not.
I'm just waiting to hear because like I think that the general consensus was because like the Unseelie were hanging back with me and Morgana, and so we're just kind of waiting for word that like it's good or the bombs got thrown already or whatever.
Copy. As you are reinforcing or kind of reorganizing, kind of putting some finishing touches on your current position, you just hear and see another explosion, and you see the wall kind of shake a little bit. Dust kind of falls out from all the crevices, and the door just pushes a little bit. It doesn't break open. It just you see it push out just a little bit. Looks to be a decently built heavy door. And then you hear an increase of panicked cries and chaotic sounds coming from that door area.
Okay,
Yes.
I think that I'll have the group, like everybody that's with me, sort of like ready up in case anybody comes through the door or anybody comes from any direction really, because we're backed up
Okay.
against that hill, right? So like
You are.
I feel like we're just gonna like back to like shoulder to shoulder, back to back sort of deal, just kind of like ready for an attack in case anybody comes up on us. I've got my crossbow at the ready, like with a little fire going on the end in case I need to shoot it up and use it as a flare. And I'm just gonna like whisper to my cousin, I really need to get like sending or something. Goddamn. And that'll be me.
Okay. As we will move to Lilith with Nico and Gello on deck. Now, Lilith, you are at, again, it's not going to be to scale for this one. You are coming around the corner to take a peek, so you are at the bottom right-hand area, right where that, as you move and peek around, you'll see that Gello and Nico there towards the lower middle are engaged in combat with now one person. As you see a couple of bodies on the floor. You then see off here towards the top or the north a hastily built barricades and a bunch of Unseelie fighters and fairies all kind of gathering. You then notice that there is now a new smoking, smoldering crater towards the front of where those barricades were built. A bunch more bodies, and yeah, that's what you see.
Lilith, she is gonna move towards the area with Gello and Nico, and going to join them.
They are currently engaged in what seems to be your standard infantry, fairy, fighter, sword, and some armor. That is wounded.
She points her finger at the enemy that Gello and Nico are facing, and she casted Eldritch Blast for the first time.
Okay. As you extend your hand, just this explosive force comes out. Hits, wounds, and but they are still up.
Right.
I thought, is it? No, I'm thinking magic missile. Never mind. Thought Eldritch Blast had more than one blast. Apologies. I was
Oh, good.
mixing up the two different spells. All right.
No, it does at later levels.
Okay. So I'm not. For some reason, I was thinking like magic missiles. Like I thought you got like more than one Eldritch Blast. Like
You do, but it's like level 5 warlock.
okay. As your inaugural Eldritch Blast hits and wins. Is that your turn, or are you going to use your bonus action?
Lewis, she just like looks at her hand and just like, that was actually really cool to do, and that'll end my turn.
Actually, I think cantrips go off of your character level, not your class level.
Yeah, because I'm like level 1 and
Warlock.
Yeah, you get 3 attacks.
warlock.
Yeah, you get 3 Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
really?
gonna say.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I thought.
If you look at it in your spell list, and it's like your first one, under notes, you'll see count 3.
Oh, like total beam?
Yeah. You get 3 attacks
Okay.
with Eldritch Blast.
So I can hit it 2 more times?
Yes.
Yes!
As those two will miss, unfortunately.
Damn. It was still good feeling.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yep,
So you
that is my
moved,
turn.
you attacked as we hand to Nico and Gello. As you two see this Eldritch Blast kind of come hurtling between the two of you, or right behind you.
Now, you said from behind me?
Yeah, it comes from behind you.
So
Cool,
I
that's
turn
fine.
around
Just
to
don't
the All right, so in my imagination, my back was towards the gaping hole in the gates where it used to be.
Right.
I just turn around. What the fuck? I thought you were supposed to be off over there, and I point towards the castle. Oh, she's gone.
And she just shrugs. In response.
And I don't think this is the cave entrance, but okay. And just so I understand, she came from the same direction me and Nico did.
In a way, but it's a 90L, right? So she was actually coming from more the right-hand side, and then we wanted to peek around the corner. So she's peeked around the corner. So now we enter the map.
'Cause, like,
If
as a
I were to
reminder,
do
me and
turn
Nico were
by,
supposed to
like,
be the only
45
ones in
degrees.
front. Everyone else is supposed to be hitting from like the back sides.
They are, but they're all kind of gathering this way. So I had, if I were to put like the original, if I were to like reorient the whole map, you'd be tilted 45 degrees to the northwest, and then the door would actually be this lower, well, kind of like the main door would be this lower left-hand area. But since I can't figure out how to exactly turn the map in the orientation I want it, I have just kind of truncated everyone into looking at the one part of the wing, right? So the center area was back here towards right behind you, as you said, but then Lilith was coming in hot along with everyone else from either the southeastern side. She wanted around the corner and take a look. That makes sense? Or have I lost everyone?
I think you lost me.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real with you,
Oh.
boss. I've been lost all session, so.
Okay. My apologies.
Anyways,
I will.
I understood
Yeah,
better when we were on the other one.
Okay. Well, I was hoping I can always go back to the other one, but then we gotta redo all the turn order.
No,
Well, I guess we.
I mean, we're all just trying to understand.
yeah, Gil is just gonna be like, "What the fuck?" to Lilith. Like, what are you doing here?
Okay. Are you doing anything else then?
Well, now that she's back, I'm waiting for her to reply.
Okay.
Um,
It just came through on my side.
you look like you could use a little help.
Well, that don't matter. Plan is we meet at the cave, not here. Like, we started this like 18 seconds ago. Come on, before anybody else decides to show up.
I'm sorry, I think I've forgotten something important.
We're all good. It'll get clarified.
So me, Nico, and Lilith are going to head towards where we were told the cave was.
Are you gonna leave this? This one dude's not dead though. By the
Oh,
way.
I thought he was dead.
He's good.
I'm gonna
Nope.
shoot him in the head.
All right, there we go.
This whole time
Still
I'm
up.
just arguing with Lilith and I just point my gun at him.
All right, there you go.
He
How
dead
do
now?
you do this?
Yeah, it's
He
just
is
like,
dead now.
yeah. We rewind. Gil's just like, what the fuck? Shoots him in the head. We're supposed to meet at the cave entrance. He's not even looking at the guy. Now we're on our way to the cave.
Okay.
I'm gonna start giving Lilith a stern talking to about following plans.
As Nico will just ready a attack for anyone that comes at the group and follow suit. Mary, who is here at the upper left-hand corner and at the bottom of the stairs, and I will ping. As they were coming in from their side in.
Yeah, she's going to lead her troop towards the gates to storm it. Or not gates, but barricades.
Yep. As she's definitely able to move and get into attack range. Goes through this giant crater, bunch of bodies, and at this point you have everyone else that was behind is starting to get back up, as most of them have been knocked back and or injured. So make your attacks if that's what you wish to do.
Yeah, her and everyone's just gonna start swinging.
All right, hit and wound.
And yeah,
Also a hit. And didn't she have 3 attacks?
no, just 2.
I'm just misremembering. All right. As you engage the first combatant, the other two, the rest of your her group starts engaging and fighting next to you. As we then move to that's Flix with Whisper on deck.
Okay. I'm near the first barricade that I had thrown the explosives near. There's more people behind the other barricades, right?
There are other people, and since you've thrown the grenade, you've seen Whisper jump in. His group is engaged. Mary's group is now engaged and fighting its way through the serpentine barricade.
Okay, seeing that groups are being dealt with, Flix is going to think of the plan of meeting at the cave, and he would. Where would he logically think the cave would he think it was probably back down that staircase that he saw when he first came in, or like when he saw earlier?
No, I think he would think it's more towards this right-hand side wall somewhere, or at least not the natural. I think what Gel is referencing is the natural entrance. You would think that there would be an entrance to the cave from the castle as well. You suspect it's either where this captain is or somewhere along one of these walls.
Well, then Flix will move towards that door and intercept any fairies on the way. Is there any in between him and the door besides the captain?
Oh, there's a whole bunch. Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
All right.
So swing
Well,
away.
then he will start swinging away. Let me. Where are you at? There it is.
All right, hit. Solid hit.
All right, still standing.
One is yes.
All right, getting another one.
All right, you just outright murdered one now. Explain how you do this.
He'll be rushing forward. His primary target is going to be the captain in like that direction, but seeing that he has to get through the fodder to get to them, he'll go through, and the first initial slash will be like a broad slash across the chest, and then the second one is he'll drive the sword straight through the enemy's chest.
As your group engages, they will kill. Let's see. There's a lot of them were injured already. All right. Wow. Well, 7 of them will fall. As in turn, do you have another attack action before I go ahead?
I have one more attack. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and make your last attack.
Alrighty. And rolling.
All right, and you will down another one because a lot of them were decently injured in right where you're at. So I'll say after, because Mary and Whisper's groups got in there before yours. You're kind of here at the front where the other two collided. So Whisper's group is in the lead. Mary's group is kind of like here in the middle, not paying for reference. Your group is starting to just get engaged right here at the entrance. As a couple of them are going to swing and or shoot back at you. So the first one was kind of a surprise. Mary's group, they just started getting engaged. Now they're able to start loosing into the rest of the groups. So I'll have... if anything preventing the crit from hitting you, as one of the fairies.
I'm immune to them with adamantine armor.
I forgot you had that. So, and a 23 still doesn't hit, correct?
And I don't believe. Yeah, no, it doesn't hit. But also, I wanted to ask how many, because with my crown on, I get a bonus for each ally within 5 feet of me, up to +3, I believe, but I don't know if we're calculating that with the group of people that I have with me.
You have plenty to add that 3, but like there's at least 20 to 30 like combatants on your side.
Okay, as long as there's at least 3 people within as long as there's 6 people within 5 feet of me, I get +3 to my AC. So I'm currently sitting at a 27.
Okay, so as he shoots, scores probably like one of the best hits this fairy's ever had. It just like blinks off your armor, and they're like, "What? I did everything right." As one brave fairy is going to take a run at you with a longsword. Swing, miss, try again, also miss. As they just looked. Starting to get a little demoralized now. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the crossbow does miss because my AC is above. I'm immune to crits with the.
Yeah, so the immunity
it
crits
doesn't hit because it doesn't beat my.
Then his AC went high. All good.
You're all good.
Right. All right. As we pivot to Whisper and group. Whisper,
Okay,
you would be. Go ahead.
I was going to say, so I'm still standing behind the guy,
You are.
and so he hasn't apparently noticed me.
Not yet. As I'm waiting for your whatever you're gonna do.
I'm about to insult him.
Okay, so as do you take a step at all? Like, so I how I visualize this: did you thunder step? You teleported out behind him because he's facing outward. So now, do you move at all, or do you just remain right there?
I actually do take a step back away from him for a moment. So
How
I'm
far?
like
Uh,
five
oh,
5 feet back. So I'm behind him, but not in melee with.
well, define melee range, and this will be. I need a little technicality here to help. So, how close are you? So, how close are you now from him in increments of 5 feet?
Okay, when I was teleported initially, I was within melee range, which means within my reach.
Okay, so 5 feet.
Yeah, so within 5 feet.
Okay,
My turn, I take a 5 foot step back away from him.
so you're 10
So
feet
I'm
away.
not
Got it.
so I'm not in melee range.
5 feet. Sure.
Okay. I'm not in my melee range. And I cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it. As you move back, and you're casting your vicious mockery, he'll turn to his right over his shoulder and say,
And
not
if
very
I was a
stealthily,
snake, I would have bit you. You're so blind.
okay.
It's a DC 21 Wisdom save. I can't
Wisdom!
roll damage to save my life. Damn. I just cannot roll damage to save my life.
So you'll see the magic of your words bite into him as he turns his head, takes a second to gather himself. Is that your turn?
Give me one.
What?
I said, give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
And I accidentally closed out my character sheet somehow. Sorry, I'm trying to get my character sheet back.
All good.
I then quicken cast Magic Missile at a 3rd level spell.
Okay. These are all auto hit. So 2, 4,
Yep.
7, 9. 9
Sorry,
points of damage.
Was that 5 darts?
Let me see. So got a 2, 4, 7, 9. That's 4.
Oh, one more. As I blast his back with magic missile, magic missile, magic missile, magic missile. 5.
You cut out.
Said I vicious mockery, then I quicken 3rd level magic missile, and that's it for my turn. Hopefully, I've gotten his attention.
Well, your attention he has. As they turn to face you, as you thought you were outside of their reach, as the captain
No,
produces a
I
spear.
never said I was outside of reach. I said outside of my melee range.
Correct. You thought correct. You thought you were safe enough. As
No, I never thought I was safe enough. I just didn't want
as
to
he
be right
turns,
next to him when I cast it.
as he turns to you and says, your words may hurt. Can you handle steel? And we'll huck a spear at you. In terms of attack action and crit off of throwing a spear, which, since I have taken an attack, I'm going to use a maneuver. I'm going to use trip. So I'll add a d8, and I need a strength saving throw from you, or you get knocked prone.
1 second. Before that continues, my reaction is a hellish rebuke.
Okay. X. All right. Let's see. Let's see, I need a 21 on my dex. Yeah, he's gonna take that. I can't. So as you take 12, 16 points of damage from the spear. And then strength save. I don't see your strength save. DC is 18, or be knocked prone. You're knocked prone.
And I get knocked prone.
As he then walks over and will swing at us with a sword, to which I believe, is it now, do I have advantage or is it you disadvantage? Let me see. Double check. Yeah, I have advantage. Alright. As he swings a sword, as you are prone. And
he still misses me.
Alright. Now, alright, that's his turn. As we transition to Rosewind. Or Flicker, whichever you're wanting me to use. And Lilith on deck.
Just to confirm, which damage did you take for him, the 18 or the 39?
I assumed it was the 39. What was I supposed to take?
I was just making certain.
Well, I initially saw the 39 first. I don't know where the 18 came from. So I assumed that was the...
Okay, just making certain.
Okay. Rosewind! Okay.
Okay, so you said I'm like by a door?
Well, on this map, for a representative's sake, there's a door not pictured on the map. There's your token. Here. But you're on the outside where the stables are, and you're getting.
So
You
like,
have
for all intents and
most-
purposes, because like I'm coming from the north, so like this is the west and this is the east, correct?
ping one more time, please.
West, east.
Okay, I want to describe this.
Okay, because I'm confused. Because if
Yeah.
I'm coming from the north, and like, I'm just trying to like know where I am in conjunction to everything, you know.
Let's see if
Because like
Draw
they're inside the castle wall, correct? And I'm
you
outside.
or the rest of the party.
The rest of the
Hey,
party.
you're outside. Yeah.
So like,
alright.
you said there's a door right here, right? So I'm like right on the other side of that, right?
Correct.
So like if I went through the door right, and I don't know this as a character, but if I went through the door right now, I would come through and be right next to Flick.
Yes.
Okay, I know where I'm at now. I'm happy. Okay.
Okay. That's
So
it.
so I'm hearing fighting on the other side of the door, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, then I'm just standing crossbow like pointed at the door, ready to like fire in case I see enemy.
Got it. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Lilith! Nico and Gallo on deck.
Lil, she like looked over to Gallo and sorry, and she said, I forgot my roll, so I panicked, and she like fired another set of Elric blast.
At whom, please?
At the enemy.
You've got a lot. I need a little bit more specific. Are you? Well, I guess, yeah, I'll give you the opportunity. You have two different targets. You have your general fairy infantry fighter, or you have the captain that is currently standing over Whisper.
You said the captain was standing over Whisper?
Correct, with a sword in hand. And it looks like a spear is protruding through Whisper.
Not through, it just kind of glanced off.
Well, from her perspective, right?
Right.
How far am I from Whisper?
You can move. Well, let's see. It would take 2 moves at normal speed to be up next to Whisper. So 60-ish feet. I'm making the assumption you can move at 30 feet each movement.
I'm just trying to get an idea where on the map I should focus my eyes.
Sure. The map is just figurative. Don't use it for measuring or accuracy purposes, as it is just not being cooperative right now. And it would take away too much game time. So I am kind of truncating theater of the mind here.
She takes a blast at the guy that's next to Whisper.
Okay, go ahead and make your attacks. As that one misses, glances off his armor. That one will hit. Just hit. That one will miss. So you got one. That 20 will hit.
I move 30 feet towards Whisper.
Okay.
And now end my turn.
Okay. As we move to Yellow and Nico.
What size category is Nico?
I do believe he is medium.
Oh, dang it.
Yes, medium. He's
All
just
right.
a baby. Currently, in his current physical form.
And if he was just one size bigger, this would have been fantastic. Anyways,
I know.
so we're all together now.
Mostly, yes. You're missing Flicker, from what you can tell.
Oh yeah, they haven't used. So I mean, how are they reacting to the mirage illusions of the Unseelie army?
Well, you can tell that most of their forces are, as you were moving past, you could see commands getting yelled at to go use ranged weapons against the Mirage at this point in time. Now, it seems like a long combat, but really, in terms of your time, it hasn't been that long. So the Mirage is still up, and
Hey, could you grab me your towel now?
Well, there's
hear
no-
everyone just there. You just hear more and more either crossbows or bows. You don't hear any siege weapons, but here, to your immediacy, is you see some folks trying to reinforce this area, but most of the army seems to be preoccupied with the outside Mirage force. No one to the back. Everything is all to the front where the main explosion was.
Yeah, and that's where the rest of the party was supposed to be. It was coming in from the back. So they're
Well, they came in. They came in from the back in certain areas, but just how they came through, and now they've just maneuvering through the castle. This is where they've ended up. So they started that way, but no one really knew the interior layout of the castle. Recon would be helpful. I think most.
I thought we had recon because we had the Unseelie soldiers and flicks.
They knew some, right?
We had
But
a
they might not.
And we had
have
that map of it.
Yeah, we like spent a whole night looking over a map.
2 sessions of it, actually.
I thought that was the Sealy, not the Unseelie. Am I wrong?
No, it was the Unseelie. It was a map of the Unseelie castle.
That's what I
And-
remember hearing.
We were told
Yeah.
that the castles are mirrored.
Yeah, I
Okay,
remember that.
I
And then
understood.
not only that, it was mentioned that Flix would have known his way around.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think
My
it was
apologies.
Flix who told us exactly where the cave was.
Indeed.
But like the plan was for them to reinforce the front, but no one was there except Gello and Nico, while everyone else was coming in from the back behind the reinforcements. But this is what we have now. My question was, so I mean, they're not looking like they're about to start using the chemical weapons, or not hearing shouts of anything that sounds chemical weapon-y.
This time, no.
All right, so Flicker's sitting this one out for a while. Yeah, I mean, if Gillo can see him, Gillo's going to pull out the antimatter rifle and shoot the captain over a whisper.
Okay.
Oof.
Ah,
I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that.
okay.
That's much better.
I'm waiting for it to slowly load on my side. There we go. Solid hit.
28 points of necrotic damage.
As a hole just like goes through the cat, I assume. Goes. He takes a giant step forward in terms of staggeredness, but is still kind of standing.
All right, I'm gonna
holding
do it again.
wound. All right.
Ah, fuck me. That's not good. That's not good at all. Shut up, Doug. Shut up. Yeah. So there's a click, and then me and Nico take. Oh, I don't know. Is Lilith right there next to us too?
I don't know. I assumed, Lilith, are you keeping pace with Nico and company? Lilith? Okay, Lilith might be undetermined at this time.
Well, we know me and Nico take 48 points of damage as this fucking gun just explodes. And is destroyed. I'm gonna remove that from my inventory.
Okay. I was thinking if Nico had anything as Nico's running, just goes kaboom and gets flung to the side, kind of staggers up, and immediately panic looks for Yellow. How does Yellow look? As there's like charred scales on Nico. He looks for you.
Not great. Yellow's like just fucking covered in like soot from his own self, and is just standing there like what the fuck was that? And he's gonna pull out La Platine, old faithful, and
I'm sorry. Well, what was the question?
were you within 20 feet of Yellow?
Of Yellow? I don't think
Did you
I
stay
was.
with them, or did you like venture like out.
I
Kind of
ventured
go.
out.
You're still going the same direction. Just okay. All right. And
Alright. And this guy's within 120 feet of me, yeah?
yes,
Alright, then yeah, I'm gonna get my last shot with level 18. Oh, fuck off. That's my turn.
as it just barely misses, just pings off of his armor.
Actually, I'm gonna second wind and
Okay.
get some HP back. Not a lot, apparently.
Hold on. As Nico's gonna kind of come scrambling over to you. Are you okay? You don't look so good. And then
I'll be okay. Did you know that thing fucking explodes?
no, he just gives you this. But he will cast Cure Wounds on you at the 3rd level. He hobbles over. 4. 10 points. Wait, 11 and 10? What? Why are there 2?
Oh,
Why are the numbers off of one spell?
yeah, the 11's the upcasted one.
Okay, so 21 points. As he hobbles over, holds out one of his clawed hands and healing light onto Gello as his action. Do all the guns explode?
No!
just that Okay, I just
Only gun that I built wrong. Fucking hell.
like, oh, that one was kind of cool too. I mean, not cool that it explodes, but
Got some fucking words for the fucking princess, I tell you that.
it's pan over to Mary, knee deep in combat.
Yeah, she gonna keep swinging.
Swing away as between the groups that have been engaged, the enemy number is drastically getting reduced to now almost a handful of fighters and a severely wounded armored captain still standing over Whisper. All right, hit and hit as another fairy falls to Mary.
She's just cutting her way through. And that's her turn.
All right, and let's see. All right, so 4 more of the areas will fall. So they're, let's see, this time three more fighters left for the Unseelie and the one captain. As we move to Flicker, Whisper on deck.
That's Flix.
Flix, my apologies. Flix.
Alrighty. I am now in need of a clarification. So the direction that I'm heading in, is that the captain that's on top of Whisper or a different person?
Nope, that's the captain on top of Whisper.
Okay. And is there still a decent number of ferries between me and the captain, or would I be able to get to the captain without encroaching combat with the others?
There's only 3 left, so you could probably maneuver your way, and not because there's so many now between Mary's group, Whisper's group, and your group that have now combined, and then now Yellow and Lilith's groups are almost here, probably right at the perimeter. So yeah, you could probably get away with not having to take an opportunity attack, because the others, I'd imagine the Unseelie have the Unseelie, the 3 Unseelie surrounded, so you could probably snake your way through allied spaces and not take an opportunity attack.
Alrighty, then I will move on up to that captain and attack with my greatsword. Get off of my friend.
That actually misses.
I have 2 more attacks. We can try again. There's always room for more.
That actually hits. And how do you do it with that hit?
Flix is going to raise his flaming greatsword high, and bring it down, cleaving the head from this captain, and then pushing its body over so the captain doesn't fall on top of Whisper.
Okay.
And then will give Whisper a helping hand up, using my bonus action if necessary.
Okay. As you were definitely able to kick that body, help Whisper up, the 3 other fairies. Let's see, do you want to... Who's next? Whisper. Okay. The 3 other fairies, seeing that their captain killed, that are now realized they're completely surrounded, all very wounded, are just going to surrender at this point. And so you all are out of this current combat, here scenery-wise. I'm going to give you an initiative order so that we keep track of everyone having a turn. Alex, is that your turn?
Yes, indeedly.
All right. Whisper, you have been helped up by Flix.
So
So you're no-
my opponent is dead.
They are, yes. And the remaining 3 here are surrendering.
Okay, what's the portal behind me?
It is a door.
Oh, it's
Big,
just a door.
giant metal door, yes. But it looks,
Okay.
it's got ornate metalwork on it. Looks important. I don't know how else to describe it.
Okay, if the other 3 fairies are surrendering, then I'm gonna help get them bound and wait for the rest of the party.
Okay. As you're gonna wait for the rest of the party, Flicker will come back. Flicker sounds like, well, immediately close to you. It sounds like combat has ceased. You can still kind of hear faintly those on the ramparts shooting at the Mirage army. But you're not quite sure how much longer they're going to keep buying that ruse, as it is a Mirage.
I will hesitantly look at my cousin and go, well, this will either go really good or really bad, huh? And I will, like, slowly open the door and peek my head in.
As you peek your head in to your left, you'll see Whisper standing, holding, probably clutching their spear wound with Flix next to them. You then see that'd be higher up to your left, but then lower, you see Mary kind of directing the capture. You see a bunch of your Unseelie allies all kind of congregated there. Gello and Nico are visible.
I don't know if we weren't on the same page. 'Cause, like, we had this whole plan discussed and stuff. Like, I thought that all of the Unseelie were not going in. Or are you just saying the Unseelie forces when you say Unseelie?
The small little groups that were with each of the parties.
Yeah, they were all Unseelie.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
okay.
the people that
I'm
were
sorry,
convinced
words.
us in the-
Yes. I'm calling them
Yeah,
Unseelie because if I say the Unseelie against the Unseelie, I loop them in with.
We're specifying the Unseelie forces and not that we were sending Unseelie people in, because I was like,
No, you're playing.
Yeah, because the idea is we're trying to bait them into using the gas, thinking there's Sealies in the castle when they're actually just mirages.
Correct. And so, just for keeping all the forces, because if I could say, well, the Unseelie forces against the
you're just
Unseelie, like it
talking
just
from a side's perspective, I get you.
Correct.
So yeah, so seeing that it's just pretty much
your
our team,
forces.
since it's just our team in there, I'm gonna motion for everybody to step in so that we can make our way. I'll keep the Unseelie forces like the actual Unseelie behind this group, and they can move ahead, and then we can follow up behind them when we know it's safe.
Got it. As the party, so I'll take you out of. I need to get through Lilith, and I'll take you out. All right, so you're poking your head in. You come in. Party's starting to congregate there in the middle. Anything else you want to do, Flicker?
There's no enemies left, is there?
There are 3, but they're being captured.
Okay. I'm just awesome. This is going way better than I thought.
Okay. And so if that's the end of your turn, I'll move to Lilith, and I'll take you all out of initiative. Lilith.
Alright, what is the general area of Lilith?
Say that again?
So the environment that Lilith is in, what's nearby her or who's nearby her?
Most of the party is coming up on your left-hand side as you've got Flix and Whisper kind of in front of you. Mary off to your front left. You just see Flicker come into view, and you're here in the courtyard.
Just the lowest, you just head towards the group.
Okay.
Guess there's really nothing else I want to do right now.
As Lilith kind of moves towards the centering with the party, I will take you all out of initiative. So now you are 3. As Nico wanders up to be with everyone, looking back at Gello, so Gello's either on par with or right behind Nico as he's trying to hurriedly kind of get to be with everyone. Kind of limping in a way from the explosion. Looks to Flicker.
Has Gello been healed yet?
Gello's had some health.
Yeah, I'm good
You know
now.
that.
Has he been healed from the his self annihilation?
Yeah.
Because if he hadn't, Whisper would have been like, "What the hell happened to you, Gello?"
I mean,
Do what?
you can tell he's been healed, and I imagine the charred cloth of his person is still there, and not,
Still soot covered?
digitated. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Do I see Flicker? Or Rosewind?
Yeah, they just came in, so yes. This is the first time that you've seen him since y'all split.
Just arms out. What the fuck?
She confusingly just like raises her arms like, what? Huh?
The fucking gun you gave me fucking exploded. I don't know. I lost his accent.
I didn't know it could do that. Did you throw it first? Did it do it? What? Hey, I mean, I'm glad you're okay.
I aimed it at this fucker head, and I kicked the dead captain on the ground, and it fucking exploded.
Well, this is useful information in some way, I guess. Like, maybe we can use that against them in the future. I don't know. What button did you press? How do you do that?
It only got one button.
See, this is why you're the guns guy. That shit would have.
Literally, whoever made these things don't know what the fuck they doing.
I'd have been popcorn.
How many shots did you get off before it exploded?
Total or today?
Just today.
One.
Well, crap.
So if we run into more mind flayers, we just take their guns and throw them at the wall real hard and they'll blow up, right?
I
I
mean,
don't know if
Yes,
that's how
Flex
that
passed
works.
the warranty. Absolutely.
you shake it wrong, it might fucking explode for all I know. And you get another one. Fucking fix it. Now look at Flicks. How close are we to that cave?
Good question. How close are we to the cave, Doug?
Making sure. Okay, good. I'm not muted. Oh, sorry. I was making sure I was not talking to myself this time. Okay, so from where you're at, the known entrance, you are, I don't know, half a mile away. Not far.
Fucking hell.
Oh, it's not that far.
It's a half mile. Just
Well, we better fucking get there then before that thing decides it wants to fly off.
As you hear some low roars and rumblings, a
Oh,
auspicious Hold
You
on,
had to
an
say
auspicious
something.
silence falls around the castle, and
Hey, you're the ones that would decide y'all wanted to fucking come out front and join the fight.
you hear from what sounds like the top of the ramparts, "Nothing's working!" Like, you just hear them yelling back and forth. Sounds like, for lack of better purpose, other captains yelling at each other. Our arrows aren't working, spears aren't working. Then finally, from the front, more towards the front where the front door is, they say, "Launch the catapults," as in that tower in the other map, catapults come out, and you see that familiar green glowing liquid.
I fucking knew it.
Glass containers pop out.
Man, it's a good thing we all got inside.
As I think this is a good stopping point where the party is now running to cave entrance, and this is engaged, and we will go from there next time. I didn't want to start. I was hoping Mary, I understand, had something come up. Get it? I don't want them to miss too much. My apologies for kind of starting, I guess, not exactly getting the plan visualized correctly, but we'll rectify that here as everyone is headed to the cave opening. As what I'll do, let me know if anyone wants to do anything different in between now and then. I visualize the party is running. They get to the cave entrance, they see it, and what I'll probably have us do is start in cave entrance. So between courtyard here and cave entrance, does anyone want to do anything? Either investigate, pick something up, route through this castle, looking for something on the way.
The Unseelie are still in hiding, yeah?
Correct.
Okay.
So right now, all the Unseelie forces think and know is all of the Seelie forces are out front, which is the Mirage, and that as this combat has gone on not terribly long, they have been shooting at them with arrows, crossbows, spears, maybe some magic ranged weapons, and nothing seems to be impacting them enough. I'll say, for the sake of argument, that the Mirage, it's not like it's a complex Mirage. It's not your standard, okay, I'm just gonna put something there, and as soon as one person shoots an arrow, it goes like straight through and doesn't do anything. I'm gonna say that since the dragon is advanced enough that he is trying to make it realistic looking, that because they're still far away distance wise, but as they are launching weapons, that it's bodies are falling down, right? If you picture that, they're not just staying still and moving forward, they are falling to give the impression that it's a living force and they are taking casualties. As the Mirage gets closer, because right, you can't just have them perpetually 1,000+ feet apart all the time. Like, he's trying to buy you time. He's trying to realistically slowly move that Mirage closer and closer, enough to be believable, but slow enough to, because that spell only lasts for so long, trying to keep that spell making sense of that there's a large army out here. If everyone can visualize that. I assume that was the intent?
Yeah, just to have them not hit the actual Unseelie people with the gas.
Correct. Right. Yeah, that's the idea. And so they're moving forward, and you all are cool. Got one small combat out and regathered up, and am now headed to cave entrance. Which then we'll end the session where you've just gotten to the cave entrance. You hear roaring, foul smells from deceased animals, and I'll say the cave walls and the entrance as you work your way into it are kind of sticky.
Joy.
And if anyone wants to, cast a spell, down a potion, or look for something on the way, let me know. And we can front load that or do it offline. So that way, next session will open up with you already inside the cave.
And just to clarify, when we enter in next session, we would immediately go into battle.
Not necessarily. So you're all still out, right? It's like, and I'm not going to exactly make you dungeon crawl either. It'll be like the beginning of a dungeon crawl in a way. So you entered the dungeon, in this case the cave, and now working your way through the cave.
The beginning of the scene will be the opening of the cave.
Yes.
Just looking for advice from my party members now. I think it would be a good idea if I cast Spirit Guardians before we open it, but I want to know what you guys think.
I'd hold off.
Alright. Alright, then there's nothing I want to do.
That'd be a good move if we get surrounded.
Yeah, and it's okay. No, it does last 10 minutes. Yeah, I'd wait off. That'd be more of a, if we get surrounded, like Rose said, or if we're about to go into the fight.
Yeah, like I'd get eyes on what we're going into, and like if we see people ahead, it might be good to preemptively getting it going, so you can walk into them with it, but,
Alright, then I will take your guys' advice, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It's good to see you thinking outside the box with your spells.
Yeah, I want to make sure, I plan a little bit more ahead of time. And especially with some spells that can, take a while to cast, or it can last for a while.
Alright, sounds like that's where things are ending, so
Thank you
to
everyone for
who,
coming tonight. Apologies for all the technical difficulties. If the audio is better, please let me know. I wired headset into the computer. I fixed the settings. It took me quite a bit of troubleshooting on the Mac. So hopefully it's better. If not, I can go, I'll figure something else out.
It's definitely way better than last time.
Good.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, you sound pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for watching. If you're watching later on YouTube, remember to like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you all.
And
Have a
I
good
will
one till
see
we
you
next
all
time.
and double check. I don't think I have any conflicts in 2 weeks.